Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick. Today we have set number 70621, the Vermillion Attack. 83 pieces and retails for $9.99 in the United States. Contains 3 minifigures and then this one little small build. So let's get started. The build here is just a small little section of swamp near the Vermillion base, or the Time Twins, swamp hideout thing, which actually is also represented in the Dawn of Iron Doom set, and this actually does connect together with that little set, just with that bar and clip there. And it's a little weird when you do it, just because it kind of gets either hidden away at the back, or you have to turn the entire thing around. Basically something is not going to get seen, but you can rearrange that as well. You can turn that around, you can put it like that, but then it kind of gets, to show you the ugly side. So basically, there's not a perfect way to do it, but I like the fact that it's possible. And I mean, I guess you could also attach it like up there if you built some more bricks underneath, but that's enough of that messing around. But that is actually an advertised feature on the, in the set, so worth pointing out. It does come with some snakes in addition, but just looks kind of like a cute little tree, and really kind of a trunk actually, because it's kind of short and stubby. But the time blade there included is just attached in front. It looks good, but it's I believe the pause time blade, or it's the fast forward. The pause is the red one. But yeah, the actual build does have a little play feature as hinted by this lever here, and it has to do with this up on the top. When you push this lever up, it pops the top off, and these two snakes, will sometimes come flying out, sometimes they'll just kind of sit there. But basically they become apparent, and it all works because there is a little Technic axle there and another one there, and when they hit each other they go kablamo. And these are the Galaxy Squad pieces, just recolored in gunmetal gray, and they basically just work together and make a nice little play feature. So the two Vermillion warriors here are, relatively common figures. They are respectively Rivet and Slackjaw. Rivet just gets a spear, so kind of a little bit more boring, but does come with this cool headgear piece from the Vermillion warriors. And his face has this one side that looks like that, one side like this, and he actually appears in exactly 2 sets, so you could have one with each side of the face facing forward, and it would, work well, and it would provide you a little bit more variety. So I think that that's nice, because these characters aren't actually named in the show; they're just kind of given names for the sets. The torso is actually different between the two figures, but I believe the legs are the same. The back print on both, looks really good. I like these snakes with their wide open mouths; they just work well. And the head prints are both exactly the same, but it is nice that the figures actually, do get some amount of variety based on the different facial expressions and helmet pieces, everything. And I do like the dual molded helmet for Slackjaw, and his hammer piece is or hammer build is kind of interesting. So, nice figures to build up an army, which I think is the main point of this small set. And Hands of Time Kai is also included, which is kind of cool, but he's in a slightly different version, which is also interesting. He's the only ninja in the Hands of Time sets to come with his hairpiece and rebooted mask, so that's a little interesting. He's therefore not as useful because you can't use him just with all the others. It would be ideal to get his mask, which is what he uses in the show and everything, but he does have his standard expression that they've used since 2011, that they still should change, because they've changed every other ninja's except his, so it really should probably get on that. But I do like the torso and like printing on the dark red for Kai here. I think that it's a pretty cool looking suit. And I like the black arms too, actually. But I do wish that they had included his rebooted mask. They didn't need shoulder pads or anything. Just the mask would have been really nice. Because that is an actually more expensive piece to get. Because it only appears in an $80 and $100 set, respectively. But, I think that for what it is, the figure's nice. And maybe there's some budget restriction with the dual molding of that helmet or something. I don't know exactly the reason. Or maybe they just wanted to keep it a rarer piece so that it felt more rewarding to get it in the more expensive set. But, we'll never know, but it is a nice figure to have and a good cheap way to get, Hands of Time Kai in some respect if you're not going to be able to get the Dragon's Forge. So overall, this is, a pretty decent set for what it is. However, I feel like it's slightly, forgettable. It does go nicely with the Dawn of Iron Doom stuff. I think that it's a nice thing to have if you get it, and it is definitely a nice army builder, so if that's what you're looking for, this is the set for you. I do feel like this one is definitely skippable, though, if you get the Dragon's Forge. I think that there's nothing that this set offers that Dragon's Forge and Dawn of Iron Doom combined. There's absolutely nothing that this offers that doesn't. If you don't get Dawn of Iron Doom, maybe this gives you a little bit of swamp terrain for the Vermillion to inhabit, but I really do think that this set is specifically for people who don't get Dragon's Forge. Just to get a Kai figure, and the only other purpose is an army builder. So I think that those are the two great uses of it. I would definitely recommend it if you want it for either of those reasons. If you want it as an introductory Ninjago set, I think that it's okay, but sets like Desert Lightning are definitely better. I do think that it has its pluses, but it's not the best value for it's not the best. It's a good value, but it's not the best value that you could get out of Ninjago. I guess if you prefer scenery builds, this one might be a better alternative to Desert Lightning, and it is half the price. But it's kind of a toss-up based on what you're looking for in the set. I think that if you're looking for a decent play feature and some good figures, this is good. If you're looking for something a little bit more exciting, I would, save up for one of the slightly larger sets. I do feel like this is a significant improvement over the Cole's Dragon set, which was the smallest set from the year before, and the most recent $9.99 set that I can compare this to. So, just comparing the two of those, this one is definitely better. So, I hope that helps you make a decision. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I'd like to hear from all of you. And, I will see you guys all later. Bye, everyone.